Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Buccaneers had 1-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect there with Rachaad White out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a short gain down to about the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Baker changing the play at the line. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A run up the middle with Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 49 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ultra. Ready?
Mack off the draw play, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll go with Mack here up the middle. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
Mack will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Coup now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
Mayfield with it once more. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 16 out of that, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Let's go now.
Here is 3rd and 5.
You don't blue. Hey, red.
Ritter.
And a quick throw here then. territory. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a toss, running left is Mack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On the double. Hey, home field. Hunt, hunt.
Ritter completes this quickly.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This is Mack on the counter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Smith, red. Ready?
They'll run here with Mack. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Real.
Now Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Jake Camarda now. Taking on the midfield logo. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. And incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Ritter from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Strikers. 3-3. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Regular. What's that?
They start the drive with White, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Now Baker going to change it up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He completes it right side to White.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield on play action.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The thing's just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
There he goes right side.
Inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Steal, check, steal. Set.
Now a give running left with Mack. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 33, here's second down and 8.
Ready?
Staying on the ground with Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ritter headed right off the option.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go now.
2nd down and a yard.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
A run up the middle with Mack. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Alert, 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 alert. Pistol. Done.
First down, here's White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Hey, go Fury. Hut.
They go right back to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Drill, 52. Hut.
Ritter back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready. Smash. Smash. Ready.
They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Real. Point it right. What's that?
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hurry!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Set. Ready. Set. Cut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go. Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Falcons, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our